Creativity is an addiction. We will push ourselves until things break. I mean, listen to this voice. Pushing it, pushing it, pushing it until it just goes, Creativity. It's the addiction. You keep feeding the monster. We all do. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally Uncut because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. It's a daily exercise that I do. You'll never hear me say I practice it because you can practice to be really good at being very bad. I do it. It's called stream thinking, free form writing. The reason why is because I really do want to help open the door to the power of now, to understand what being in the now is really all about. You can own your own leadership when you put yourself in the now. 1 page, 10 minutes to write, absolutely without a doubt, no going back to edit it, because it leaves plenty of time open for the two of us to have a conversation. This is Stream Thinking. We're going back to December 12th, 2021, where I have a reaction to a Christmas party. And in those 10 minutes, it really is kind of a snapshot of the moment of that now. But how are we going to react to it in this present place of now? Slowly, the company Christmas parties are coming back into play. A world where remote working is the new norm. The only FaceTime or collaboration has always been on Zoom. I see you, but I can't smell you. I hear you, but I don't feel the vocal vibrations. Then everybody meets in a very large room at a hotel. They enjoy dinner, and do they dance? Being the outsider, I fell witness to a very important reaction to this COVID distraction. Being in person, the interaction between coworkers failed to vibrate. Many came without their spouses. The business CEO did a great job in recognizing the employees who didn't make it there because of the COVID challenge. For many, this was their very first experience in a very large room with many, many people. They did not know how to accept the presence of other people, especially those that you work with. But that is our moment of now. How people react when we are face to face physically. I've been on the front line since September of 2020, right smack dab in the middle of COVID, before the Delta variant even took over. And the reason why was because I was missing that reaction with people, that laughter or that real in-depth conversation, to feel the expressions on your face, to learn what it's like to read your eyes while your nose and mouth are hidden behind a mask. Being out there with people is human behavior. Watching people on a flat screen is exactly that. It's like watching a movie. Or I was just recently with Tyler Labine, and he's an actor, New Amsterdam, and he's a psychologist or a psychiatrist. You know what he says? He says, I am the chair of human behavior. That's exactly what he plays on the TV show. And to build up that relationship with people in his own personal life, he says, I finally had to quit talking on the phone and doing things on the computer. I had to have some real interaction with people. And that's where we are in this moment of now. In where are the psychiatrists? Where are the psychologists who can be there in person? When you call them up and get help, they go, well, do you want to do it virtually? That's the only way we're doing it. We're only doing it virtually. Well, no, I want to be in person. And who am I to even be talking about this when you're on that side of the speaker and I'm on this side? You don't see the curvature of this microphone. You don't see the digital editor pasting out every single word that's being spoken. You don't get to feel that because you're not here. But that's what the conversation is all about. We can both learn from this situation on this flat screen or flat speaker world, and try to inspire our inner core that no matter how tough it is out there in the real world with COVID and with everything else, the crime rate and everything in the financial world crashing, but nobody wants to talk about it, you got to make the move to step out there. And if you are in a place where you're questioning your own decisions, the experts are out there, but be strong enough to say, we have to meet face to face. And let me tell you the real reason why I bring that up. Because inside your mind, body, and soul, when you meet on that computer, everything that's still in your house becomes a part of their world. If you've got a screaming bird like I do or a barking dog, if you've got a husband or a wife in the other room, they become a part of that conversation. Sure, you can get locked in with earbuds and everything like that, but you don't really get locked into the psychiatric help or the psychotherapy that you need to have. You don't go into that place and disconnect from the real world because you're still sitting in the real world. Now, I'm not knocking virtual. What I'm trying to do is open your heart. Don't take somebody else's easy way out for you to say, I'm not going, or I'm going to go, but I'm going to hold back in fear that somebody in this place where I am in front of this computer is going to hear what's really wrong with me, and now I've got a situation. See, there are so many barriers around you when you do psychotherapy on the computer. But so that's why you've got to be strong enough to say face to face. I'm Arroe, and that's Stream Thinking.